National Football League. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Beats and the Chargers under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between our visitors and the Brooklyn Beats. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our quarterback matchup in this ball game, that's where the focus naturally gravitates. And I think we have a fairly interesting one here.
And I think that each quarterback wants to play this game with a faster tempo. They want to get the plays in quickly, get in and out of the huddle quickly, take just a few seconds at the line of scrimmage and survey the defense, and then attack. And I think that we'll see both offenses try to do that in this one.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Carlson able to put this one through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week.
On the move past the 40, and he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
And what a big-time play there. 47 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lamb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Beats have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. To throw from his end zone. Woodward under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taken from just outside the 30. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Johnson's got it complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught. This is Ivory.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
2nd and 3. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. He finds Ivory here.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they have regained the lead. So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. But that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Woodward. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Lamb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Woodward. He finds his man. Complete. That's Page. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Operating from the gun. Woodward firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Woodward. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On first down, Lamb. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Woodward. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Lamb, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Beats have retaken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Bass on for the extra point.
And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. For their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Throwing to start the drive. Woodward. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They'll try the left side. It's Lamb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Off the play fake. Woodward. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st and 10, Woodward. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Woodward. Throw left side complete. That's more. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and that will come the offense as they take over. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. To throw on 2nd down. Woodward, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle where we find the Seahawks taking on the New England Patriots. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for our home team, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Woodward. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's complete. This is Starks. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
False start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll run on the inside handoff. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Completes this one to Starks. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Then he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
They'll run on 1st down. Lamb. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Woodward. Throwing left side. It's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 39 yards there, a big one. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Elijah Moore with career touchdown number 60. And the Beats take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now it's starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Looking to throw on second down. Woodward. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On fourth down, Woodward. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, it's Lamb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down now, it's Lamb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Woodward. And he fires one, but incomplete. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Chargers offense back onto the field. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Second and 5. Escaping the pressure right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
2nd and 11 now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gray. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. He's at the 50. The 30. 10, 5. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had a goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chargers ready to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Finding Gray on the out route. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And as a result, possession switches hands. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down. It's Lamb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Off the play fake. Woodward. Hard throw, incomplete. So they bring out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back to throw now on 1st down. Again, it's Johnson. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Flush to his right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the Chargers. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, it's Lamb. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Brooklyn, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.